Hey, this is Kim here, the Divine Warrior Goddess, and I'm on a roll today making videos and activations as we really begin to honor our light body in each moment. What's truly happening is we activate super consciousness. This is for the light keepers, the gatekeepers, the grid keepers that know that they have this role to play in this lifetime. And as we really begin to honor it and honor the energy of each moment, guiding our light ship, allowing our light ship to guide the way of what we are meant to do in each moment. And you may have noticed that the eclipses and all the releasing that we've done have really gotten easier as we see others struggling with their so-called Ascension symptoms, but they're not symptoms. When we're in, the 5D way of looking at it is that these are upgrades and they're awesome and they're amazing, and we do not dread them. The part of the journey where we were in a quite a bit of physical pain has now passed as we have released the density and programs held within those portions of our body. And what happens is we have integrated so much light within us that we no longer have these really, really deep releases. We no longer have physical pain like we may have had in the past. And we've noticed over the years that we get what others may call downloads, but I don't consider them downloads. We consider them access to the quantum field, to the unified field of consciousness. And these are light bulb moments of inspiration, of something you may want to talk about or write about, share in any way that you are led to do. But recently, you'll notice that you go along on it, as you go along on this journey, it ebbs and it flows. But the more that we're connected and the more light that we hold, we are actually becoming a super quantum computer. We are accessing super consciousness, which means pretty much all day, every day, we are getting ideas and it flows in quickly and it flows out quickly. We need to write it down when we get those. But when we're super conscious, when we go super conscious, we are accessing at such an accelerated rate that it doesn't stop. And the electromagnetics in our body, our cells are jumping around. We can feel it. We feel the heart activations. I don't know if you felt it, but for maybe the last week or so, we've been in very strong Mother Mary, the Divine Mother energies, which is very soft. It's very beautiful, but it's very powerful as well. And that is our Divine Feminine that is purifying. And we realize that the Divine Feminine is very powerful. It doesn't sit back and take a back seat. That is the old energy. The new energy is balance. I was in the Divine Feminine most of my life. When I stepped into my power, I stepped into my Divine Masculine and tended to overstep my bounds when I did. And now I see that because we see it afterwards, and it all makes sense afterwards, that our Divine Feminine and our Divine Masculine are in perfect balance and perfect harmony. And when it is, we go super quantum. Super consciousness, where it just doesn't stop flowing. It just keeps coming. And if you missed that one, oh well, hopefully it comes back around. Because if we don't write these down, it may not come back around. So it may get difficult to sleep. It may be difficult to fall asleep, because when we begin to relax, as we're beginning to rest and go to sleep for the evening, our resistance is lower and more stuff comes to us. I suggest you put paper and pen on or near your bed to write this down. Sometimes I write it in the sleep, in the dark, and then I have something to work with the next day. Hopefully I can read it and it's not a mess. But it is just bam, 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 bam. Inspiration, all of this flowing through us. And when we learn how to keep our heart open, we have access to this at all times. So do whatever you can to learn how to keep your heart open. It's always the simple things. The ego and the human mind makes things so complicated. Take up art. Do whatever inspires you. Go into nature. I have a few paintings behind me that when I feel that I am not as connected as I would like to be, I always create. Creation clears our mind and helps us to connect even more. So I've started wrapping andaras that I'm going to have available. I do have some on my website now. And so wrapping is another form of creation. And it just really clears you, and you will feel more and more connected when you do whatever it is to create in your own unique and special way. Those are all part of our gifts. Everything in creation, anything we create. So, it's pretty exciting, and I wanted to share with you that super consciousness is not something just for the chosen few. It is for all of us. And for right now, the gatekeepers, the grid keepers, the light keepers, all the way showers have access to super consciousness. But we all do as we learn to raise our frequency. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. And I just wanted to share that with you so that you know what's going on. Because if you've got all these ideas flowing, you have gone super and connected with super consciousness. And it's awesome. It's amazing. And I wanted to share the excitement. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And check out my website, divinewarriorgoddess.com. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.